Hey everyone, and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Astro Boy. So we're going to start with the eye on the left. I'm going to draw an oval with an open end along the bottom. Starting on the left side, we're going to go up to the top of the eye and then come back down. From here we're going to connect those 2 points with a slight curve going down in the middle and across. Let's just close that gap off. From here let's draw in the pupil and iris. So up here on the side of the eye we're going to go up. And we're going to pull this down to the bottom of the eyelid. We're going to draw a couple highlights. So at the bottom corner down here, we're going to draw a small little oval. And then at the top, we'll draw one that's slightly larger. In behind the highlights, we're going to draw in the pupil. So it's basically a curve that follows the same curve of the iris on the inside behind the highlights. Starting on the inside, it'll go behind that highlight, coming around, and then down along the bottom. We're going to color the inside of the pupil in black. From here, let's give him some eyelashes. So we're going to draw 4 little tiny eyelashes along the top up here. So just going across, evenly spaced out, just 4 short little lines. From here, we're going to move over to the right eye, leaving enough space in the middle here. So we're going to draw a slightly wider oval. So starting at the same height along the bottom, we're going to go up to the top of the eye, and then curve back down. From here, we're going to connect those 2 bottoms with a curve. It goes down in the bottom and then back up. And again, we're going to draw in the iris. So we're going to tuck this in on the side on the right. So over here on the right side, we're going to curve up and then curve down to the bottom of the eyelid. Again, we're going to draw in a couple highlights. So at the bottom here, we're going to draw in a small oval. And at the top, we'll draw a slightly larger oval. In behind the highlights, we're going to draw in the pupil. So it's basically taking that curve and just making it smaller. In behind the highlight, around, and then down in the bottom, we're going to color the pupil in black. Let's give him some eyelashes. So again, we're going to draw those 4 tiny, short, little lines coming out. From here, let's draw on the nose. So we're going to shift the nose over towards the left a little because the head's sort of turned this way. So over here, just below and to the corner of that eye, we're going to draw almost like a C shape like that. On top of the curve, we're just going to draw a straight line angled backwards. Let's go ahead and draw the mouth. So below the nose, we're going to start here and curve up towards the right. Curving up. Now from here, let's draw on the bottom of the mouth. From the left side, we're going to move over to the right, curve down, and then back up to the end of the mouth. And we're going to add the little tongue here. So over here on the bottom, we'll curve out. Let's give a little lower lip down here. So we're just going to draw a little curve at the bottom of the mouth. From this point, I'm going to draw on the side profile of the face. So just above the left eye, we're going to go up here, we're going to draw a point. This will be our starting point. We're going to curve around the eye and just come down to about the same height as the lower eyelid. So curving around and then down. From here, we're going to curve around the cheek, down to the lower chin, and then over towards the right side where the ear would be. So right here, we're going to curve out. Now we're going to pull this back in just below that lip. We're curving across. And we're going to come up to right about here, sort of in the same line as the nose. So curving across, and then coming up to right about there. From here, we're going to draw in the ear. So this is like a backward C. Curving out and around, and then back down. Let's add some ear detail on the inside. So up here, we're going to draw a curve along the top. We're going to draw a small backward C, and we're going to curve down the bottom. From this point, let's draw in the little widow's peak. So from this point, we're going to come down in between the eyes with a straight line, coming down like that. We're going to go back up on the right to the same height as we have on the left. Now from here, we're going to curl around to the sideburn. So going around the eye, and then right as we get close to the ear, we're going to curve up like that. From that point, we're going to connect with the top corner of the ear. Let's give him some eyebrows. So above the left eye, just going to draw a little curved hook like that. Above the right eye, we'll do the same thing in the opposite direction. Now from here, we're going to draw in some hair. So he's got this one big spike at the top. So on the side of the head here, we're going to curve to the top of the hair, which will draw pretty big, right up to about here. So curving up to right about there. From this point, we want to come straight down to right there. And now we're going to curve the side of the head. So we're going to follow this curve down to the side of the head here on the right side. So curving around and then coming down to right about there. From this point, we want to come straight out and then we're going to come straight in behind that ear there. Coming right in. We're going to add a little highlight along the top edge of the hair. So right along here, we're going to draw 2 angled lines, just side by side. At the top line, we're going to connect the 2 ends with a curve that goes out and then back down. And on the bottom, we'll do the opposite. We're going to go down and then back up. So let's get into the body. So the upper body is quite small. We're going to start with the neckline first. So just beside the mouth, down below the chin, we're going to draw a short straight line coming down. From here, we're going to curve the front of the chest, curving out and then down. From this point, now the waist is located here. We're going to have the arm coming out and then coming across in a fist on the waistline. So up here, we're going to draw a curve underneath the chin for the shoulder, just curving across like that. From here, we're going to come out towards the elbow. So again, we're coming out towards the elbow, down towards the hand. From this point, we're going to curve out. From here, we're going to curve back in. So now this is the forearm coming in. Now let's get into the inside part of the arm. So leaving enough space for the shoulder and the upper arm, we start down here and curve across like that. From here, we're going to come across the front of the arm, the forearm, coming down at an angle. So the wrists are lined up here. From this point, we want to curve the hand around. Curving around. And now as we get to the bottom, we're going to pull this back in beside that wrist line. From here, we're going to intersect those 2 points with a curve like that. From here, let's draw in the back. So the curvature of the back is coming this way. So right in between the arm and the lower wrist, we're going to come down with an angle. Let's connect the front of the waist down towards the back. So from here, I'm going to curve down and then in behind the hand. Let's go up above and draw the top of the belt. So we draw that same curve going across. Now we're going to add some highlights on the belt line. So in the front here, we're going to draw 2 lines side by side. And then in the back, we're going to draw a slightly wider gap, like this, behind the hand. And in the middle, we're going to split it in half. Let's go up to the arm in the back here. So I'm going to have the arm up, sort of waving. So we're going to start by drawing from the shoulder all the way up towards the wrist. So the arm is going to get tucked in behind the head. So right here, we're going to draw a straight line going behind the cheek. From the wrist, we're going to leave enough space for the wrist. Right here, we're going to curve down and then in behind the body. So you can see the arm gets a little bit wider as you get towards the shoulder here. Let's start with the fingers. So the hands are going to be like this. So we're going to start with the first pinky finger first. So right here, we curve out. And as we get to the top, we're going to pull this back down. From here, because the hand is sort of angled that way, the hand line across here is going to go in an angle this way. So right across here, we're just going to draw a straight line. Let's layer in some fingers. So beside the pinky here, we're going to go up and then curve this back down. We're going to continue this 4 times. Going across. And then the final finger right here, we're going to go out and then down past that line. Now we're going to layer in the thumb on top. So right here, we're going to draw a curve going across like this. This is this part of the hand. Now for the thumb, we just want to go out and then pull that back in. Now we just need to finish this off by drawing the outside palm of the hand. So from here, we're going to curve in and just overlap that arm line. Now for the pants, we're just going to start from the waistline here. We're going to curve in between the legs here. So curving down and in. Now we're going to curve back in the opposite direction behind the hand, going up. We can color this in black in the coloring stage, but up here, we're going to draw a little highlight. So see this highlight on the belt? We're going to continue down the pant, and we're going to pull that back up. So there's a nice little point right there. Let's get into the first leg. So this leg's going to come down this way. It's got some pretty long legs. So from the center point, I'm going to draw an angled line coming back. Up here, we're going to follow that same angle coming down towards the knee. We're going to connect those 2 points with a curve, going down and then back up. We're going to surround the knee for the boot cuff. So from that point, we're just going to come around, just draw an evenly spaced sort of curve going all the way around to the back. Now for the feet, we're going to continue this line below the cuff, coming down at an angle. Now on the outside, we're going to kind of go outwards. From here, we're going to curve out and in. Now to finish off the foot, we just need to take that point and connect it to the outside with a curve, going out to the toe, curving around, and then pulling that back in like that. Let's draw the back leg. So it's going to start up here. We're going to curve the back leg down towards the knee. We're going to curve the top of the boot cuff, going behind the front leg. We're going to step up from that corner and curve around that leg. From here, let's go down to the lower leg. Down here, we're going to curve down and out towards the left. From here, we're just going to round out the toe, going out and then pulling this in behind the front foot. And I'm just going to go in and add a little bit of the back leg here in the back. So right from here, I'm just going to draw a straight line so you can see a little gap between the legs. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Astro Boy. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.